Welcome, creative freelancers and solopreneurs. I'm going to have a conversation today about pricing. And a large reason I'm having a conversation about pricing is two reasons. One, you, the community, told me that this year you really are committed to earning more money. And two, pricing is one of the most confusing things about being a freelancer. I'm McKay, and this is Coaching for Creatives. Welcome. Today's conversation on pricing is meant to support you. The conversation about pricing gets confusing largely because freelancers have so many different pieces of information coming to them about how to do pricing, what's important about pricing, what even just the format of talking about pricing to your clients. I want to clear up for you what are some of the key things that are most important when you're thinking about setting your pricing, especially for services and for freelancers. When you're thinking about pricing, one of the things that comes up is I need to charge enough money so that I can make a profit. I want to charge enough money so that I can live my dream lifestyle. That dream we all have about how do we make a living and have a life doing work that we love. Yeah, what is that going to cost you? Many of us start with, what do I need to make? How much money do I need to make? And that is a great place to start, but it is not where we're going to stop. Number one, when we think about pricing is how much do I need to charge? How much do I need to make? Number two is, what are other people charging? What is my competition charging? What are other people charging out there? Because we are concerned about, I don't want to be perceived as too expensive. I don't want to be perceived as too cheap. That pricing our services is part of our marketing strategy. It's part of how we position ourselves in the minds of our client and relative to our marketplace. It's also one of the main reasons why you can look at somebody who's in the same industry and they can have completely different pricing because number one, they might have very different expenses and lifestyle costs. And number two, they might be competing in a different market. They might be competing in a market with different clients and prospects, or they might be competing in a different geographical location. A lot of times you can't just take your prices and compare them to someone else and say, that's what I'm going to set my price to. That becomes one of the things that confuses us. Then there's a third thing that comes in that can often cause us confusion. This is the one that gets most of us really stuck, which is, what does our client value? Or what is the price that our client is hoping to pay or believes is a good deal or has the budget to pay for? You start to see that when we want to set our prices, we can't just look internally at our own costs and our own desired lifestyle. We want to consider also the other two influences to pricing. We do want to know exactly what are our costs, what are our business costs, our lifestyle costs, what is our minimum price for profitability. We calculate that, our minimum price for profitability. Then step two, you can go out and you can look at what are other similar people in a similar marketplace with similar services. Yeah, it's all apples and oranges and kumquats and bananas, and we can't really compare, but try to find someone who is similar in their offers and similar in their geographic location and who they work with. Then step three is to go and compare that to what do your clients really value. That can be a very tough question. Coming up very soon, I'm going to have an entire workshop, a 2-day masterclass on how to calculate your minimum price for profitability so that you don't get stuck there. In that masterclass, we're also going to unpack your offers and really look at them and see what is the value that those offers actually bring to your clients, to your target markets. We're going to unpack those and get really clear and present to that. Then we're also going to look at how can you then use your own price to intentionally and strategically position you against the marketplace. Unpacking those three things is what is going to help you figure out how to price your freelance services more effectively. if you start thinking about other sales strategies, that can muddy the water. Of course, sales strategies can help you earn more too. Last week on Coaching for Creatives, we talked about some of the elements of earning more and how you can earn more without having to sell stuff or raise your prices. Although raising prices and selling stuff was two of the things we talked about. This week, we've talked about how do you actually price and the three things that you need to consider. And next week, actually in 2 weeks' time, we're going to consider what are you actually selling? What are you including in your offers and why is that important, and how your offers can really start to influence the success of your sales and your marketing. If you still have any other questions about pricing and how to approach pricing from the beginning, please post them in the comments or come out and check out the Price for Profit Masterclass coming up. Thank you so much for joining me here live. My name is McKay. I am the founder of Business of Creativity.